Most people quit when life gets tough. But real champions, they are born in fire. They are carved from struggle. They are built in silence. This is the story of one such man. A man who refused to give up and changed his destiny forever. His name was Ethan. Ethan didn't come from wealth. He wasn't born with special talents. He wasn't handed opportunities. He was just a regular boy from a small forgotten town where dreams were laughed at and big hopes were called foolish. As a child, Ethan always dreamed of something greater. While other kids talked about fitting in, Ethan talked about standing out. But dreams are dangerous when you have no safety net. At 16, he failed his first important exam. He felt the shame in his parents' eyes. He heard the whispers from his relatives. He's just not smart enough. He'll never make it. Those words, they stayed with him, burned into his memory. At 18, while his friends went off to college, Ethan stayed behind, working odd jobs, delivering newspapers, washing dishes at a small diner. At night, he would sit alone, staring at the ceiling, wondering, is this all life will ever be? At 21, he finally got the courage to apply for his dream job. He was rejected, again, and again, and again. Each rejection letter felt heavier than the last. It wasn't just no. It was the world screaming, "You're not good enough." At 25, broke and desperate, Ethan decided to take one last shot. He started a small business. No investors, no fancy office, just him, a laptop, and a heart full of stubborn dreams. He worked day and night. He skipped meals to save money. He missed birthdays, missed holidays. But after 1 year, the business collapsed. He lost every dollar he had. People mocked him. Friends disappeared. Family said, maybe it's time to grow up. Maybe it's time to quit. And for a moment, Ethan thought about it. He thought about giving up, about settling, about becoming what everyone expected him to be, average. But deep inside, there was a fire, a small voice whispering, "You're not done yet." So he started again, and again, and again. 7 times he tried. 7 times he failed. 7 heartbreaks. 7 losses. 7 times standing in the ruins of his own hopes. But Ethan believed in something stronger than fear. He believed in resilience. Because failure isn't falling down. Failure is staying down. And Ethan refused to stay down. On the 8th attempt, the tide finally began to turn. He started a tiny online business. At first, no one noticed. No one cared. There were no cheering crowds, no overnight success, just silent days of grinding and long nights of dreaming. 1 client became 2. 2 became 10. 10 became hundreds. His tiny spark turned into a roaring fire. In 3 years, Ethan built a company worth millions. He traveled the world. He inspired others. He became the kind of man he once wished to meet. And when people asked him, "What was your secret?" he simply smiled and said, "I failed, but I never quit." Remember this. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you your dreams. It's you, your grind, your heart, your refusal to stay down when life punches you in the face. You will fail. You will fall. You will question yourself. But if you stay in the fight, if you refuse to quit, one day The world will stand up and ask, "How did you do it?" And like Ethan, you'll smile and say, "I failed 1,000 times, but I never gave up once." Be like Ethan. Fall, break, cry, but never, ever quit. Because pain is temporary, but regret is forever.